I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
People, and hello University, it's me again. Shout out sa inyo mga beswa. Hello sa mga Marcos loyalists and supporters sa mga Pilipino sa buong digdig. Ayan, especially guys sa mga Pilipino sa Laos, ano. Alam po natin ang ating pangulo ay umalis na, no, papuntang Laos. Umattend po siya ng 44 and 45 Asian Summit and related summits. Nako, alam nyo, ang pangulo pag nasa ibang bansa yan, tiyak ang ano niyan, kumbaga yung sideline niya. Lagi kong sinasabi yung roundtable meeting with the businessman leaders sa iba't ibang bansa. No, ito, basahin ko Oh, ito guys, so katulad nito, anong sabi dito? During the 3-day summit, he is expected to attend 16 leaders, a lead engagement to uphold and promote the Philippines' interest within the Asian, as well as highlights the advocacy for connectivity and resilience, particularly in strengthening the digital economy, supporting micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, promoting renewable energy development, and addressing the impact of climate change, among others. Sabi ko sa inyo, yung mga sideline niya na yan. Apart from the world leaders, the chief executive will be meeting the businessman, the business community in his anticipated address, the ASEAN Investment Summit. Sabi ko sa inyo which is ang ABIS 2024. During his inaugural visit to Laos, President Marcos will be also taking the opportunity to meet the vibrant Filipino community. Sabi ko sa inyo, bawat international forum ng ating Pangulong Marcos Jr. ay nga yung pagpunta niya sa ibang bansa. Wala po guys nasasayang na na oras. Talagang makipag-mate yan, no, sa mga business leader. Kung nakikita nyo, kasama niya po ang kanyang mga economic teams, no? O ito yung kanyang departure statement at panoorin niyo itong pag-meet niya sa mga Filipino community diyan po sa Laos. Napakagandang bansa ito guys ito panoorin niyo. Pakinggan.
My fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I depart today for Vientiane, Laos People's Democratic Republic, to attend the 44th and 45th ASEAN Summits and related summits at the invitation of the Prime Minister of Laos PDR, Sonaksay Siphandone. The annual ASEAN Summits are essential for the Philippines to discuss the issues confronting ASEAN countries on geopolitical matters and also on functional cooperation. In line with the theme of the ASEAN Chair this year on enhancing connectivity and resilience, the ASEAN leaders will explore how we can promote regional connectivity amongst ASEAN member states, as well as to strengthen our resilience to promote sustainable development and inclusive growth. I will also be participating in meetings with ASEAN's external partners. These engagements pave the way to advance cooperation in areas such as food and energy security, trade and investment, supply chain resilience, MSMEs, and addressing the impacts of climate change and more. We will also be discussing international issues that impact beyond the region, including the West Philippine Sea, the situation in Myanmar, conflict in Ukraine, in the Middle East as well, among other important regional and international issues. As we continue to grapple with sharpening regional tensions, including the recent dangerous incidents in the West Philippine Sea, I intend to champion our advocacies in promoting an open, inclusive, and rules-based international order, and for the peaceful resolution of any disputes in accordance with international law. This administration will continue to ensure that our constructive and deepening engagements with ASEAN, our dialogue partners, and stakeholders serve our national interest and the well-being of the Filipino people. As we speak, I think of our Filipino kababayan who are affected by the increasing tensions in the Middle East. I wish to reassure the public that the Philippine government is doing everything it can to ensure the safety of over 40,000 Filipino nationals in Lebanon and in Israel, and to bring them home so that they have a place that they can feel safe in, so long as they ask to come home. I am glad to report that no Filipino has been reported injured in the crisis that we hear about in the news, and to the waves of attacks against Hezbollah targets in the past few days and the consequent Iranian reprisal against Israel. Our embassies have been coordinating with the Filipino community on this matter and working on securing exit papers and transportation for those returning. Of the 1,500 initial applicants for repatriation from Lebanon, a third have already gone home, while another third, around 500, are still having their papers processed. The DFA will expedite this, and OWA will be chartering the flights to bring them home. For the month of October, the DMW and OWA will be bringing home at least 162 distressed OFWs from Israel.
Wow.
Once they return to the Philippines, the DMW and OWA are ready to provide assistance to them. Sa ating mga kababayan sa Lebanon at Israel, ang ating pamahalaan ay nakahanda sa pagtugon ng inyong pangangailangan. We hope that you will avail yourselves of our repatriation program while flights are available. In the meantime, heed the advisories of the Philippine Embassy and the Lebanese and Israeli governments. I expect the secretaries of the DFA and the DMW and the administrator of OWA to report to me with updates daily. The Philippines urges all parties to refrain from escalating the violence and to work towards a peaceful resolution of the conflict. We emphasize the need to adhere to international humanitarian law, especially the principles of proportionality and distinction in response to security threats, and to ensure the protection of civilians at all times. The Philippines will always stand for the principles of international law and the safety of Filipinos in the Philippines and overseas. Maraming salamat at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
So yun mga kababayan, umalis ang Pangulo. Alam nyo naman kung kanino niya pinagkatiwala ang bansa, kaya Secretary Bersamin yan, no? For sure. At kaya Secretary Dar ni Conrado Estrella III. Correct me if I'm wrong guys, no? So dahil dyan guys, panoorin nyo ito, yung pagdating ng Pangulo dyan po sa Laos. Nako, very happy ang ating mga kababayan. At mahalaga talaga itong pag-a-attend ng isang Pangulo sa international. Importante po yan. Napaka-importante. Yan po ang hindi naintindihan ng mga anti-Marcos. Hindi nila alam kung ano ibig sabihin ang pagpupunta ng Pangulo dyan sa mga ganyang klaseng mga international forum guys, no? So dahil dyan, shout out sa mga Marcos loyalists and supporters. Panoorin nyo ito guys, sobrang saya nila, okay?
Maraming salamat sa inyong mga sakripisyo at pagmamahal sa inyong mga pamilya at sa ating bayan. Labis kong ikinatutuwa na malaman ang inyong mga kontribusyon dito sa Laos at kayo mismo ang naging magandang halimbawa ng pagiging isang mabuting Pilipino. Mga kababayan, in the next few days, I will be participating in the 44th and 45th ASEAN Summits and related summits, where I will be meeting with other leaders of the region and of other major international partners. I fully intend to advance Philippine national interests, including that of maintaining peace and security in the region, to strengthen our economy and to ensure the well-being of each and every Filipino. During this visit, I will also attend the ASEAN Business and Investment Summit. I will meet potential investors, business people, and encourage them to explore the many promising economic opportunities that we have for them in the Philippines. Mga kababayan, ginagawa po namin ang lahat ng ito upang patuloy namin mabigyan ng magandang kinabukasan ang bawat Pilipino. Nang sa gayon, ay hindi na kinakailangan ng sino man na lumisan pa sa Pilipinas at makipagsapalaran sa ibang bansa. Sa mga minamahal kong Pilipino dito sa Laos, sana ay pagpalain kayo ng Diyos. Ipagpatuloy po ninyo ang inyong mabuting gawain at sa inyong pagbigay dangal sa Pilipinas.
Shout out sa mga taga Laos na mga Pilipino o Laos na guys ha, hindi ibig sabihin Laos na, hindi po, sa Laos country. Shout out sa mga taga Laos, ayan, hello sa mga kababayan natin ng mga Pilipino sa buong Laos, ayan, and of course sa buong daigdig, ayan. Kanyang gawain pag pumunta sa international forum, lagi niyang binibisita yung mga ating mga kababayan. Yan ang pinakamaganda sa kanya, hindi nakakalimot, no? So dahil dito guys, so titingnan natin yung mga ibang highlights sa kanyang arrival pag-attend niya dyan sa 44 and 45 summit, Asian Summit, mga besyo. Eto na. Yan guys, so kung makikita nyo dito mga kababayan, nagbigay ng salita ang ating mahal Pangulo na condolence sa bansang anong bansa ba ito? Ito. Basahin ko guys Yan President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. meets the Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh of Vietnam on the eve of the 44 and 45 Association of South Asian Nations, which is an Asian Summit and related summits in Vientiane, Lao People, a Democratic Republic, on October 8, 2024. During their meeting, the two leaders discussing deepening bilateral relation between the two countries, particularly in the areas of trade and agriculture. Sabi ko sa inyo business na naman ito guys investment na naman ito. Yan ang sideline ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. The chief executive also expressed his condolences for the losses caused by Typhoon Yagi and for the passing and General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong, the longtime General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam, who died on July 19 this year. Ayan pa in 2025, the Philippines and Vietnam will celebrate the 10th anniversary of the two countries' strategic partnership. So yun guys, titingnan natin pinaka-highlight sa kanilang pag-uusap, okay? Sabi ko sa inyo puro business talaga ito na ito pag ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Nag-i-encourage ng guys ng investor talaga sa Asian country, Europe country, and all over the world. Ganyan kagaling ang Pangulo. Siya po yung Prime Minister na napumuri kay Pangulong Marcos Jr. Itong Prime Minister ng Vietnam. Pinuri niya si Pangulong Marcos Jr. sa guys, sa galing niyang mamuno. Sa totoo lang. Yan. Nakita niyo, hindi ko ipaparinig guys kasi wala naman boses yan puro music. So yun mga kababayan, isa sa mga highlight ng kanyang pagpunta diyan, yung pag-meet niya at pakikipag-usap sa mga world leaders, ayan, sa mga Asian leaders. Mag-i-encourage yan sa mga mag-i-invest sa Pilipinas. Diyan yung makikita si Pangulong Marcos Jr. kasama po ang kanyang mga economic things. Kung nakikita yung mga katabi niya yan, kasama si Speaker of the House, nako talaga, humahang. Ito pa mga besa, makita nyo dito yung isa sa pinaka-highlights sa pagdating ng Pangulo, sa pag-a-attend niya dyan sa sa Asian Summit, kasama po ang mga Asian leaders. Yan nakikita natin mga kababayan Asian Lao PDR to 2024, sila pa ang host ngayon so yung arrival ng Pangulo, kasama po ang ating First Lady Agkay. Dami na naman mga dyan guys mga bitter. Alam nyo naman hindi nawawala yan. Mga bitter, may mga mema. Yung may masabi lang. Ganun sila, hindi ko alam ba kung bakit sila ganyan. Imbis magpasalamat talaga. sa mga nagawang maganda ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Sus Maria Joseph, lahat na lang ng Pangulo sa Malacanang may nasasabi ang mga mema. Pero hindi na nila nakikita ang kanilang mga puon guys ha, sa mga ginawa nilang kapalpakan. Hindi naman maayos ano guys no, yung pamumuno sa bansa. Nako, dekada na kawawa ang Pinas, naghihirap. Laging nahuhuli, kulilat nga nahuhuli tayo sa iba't iba sa mga kapitbahay natin sa totoo lang. Ayan guys, ang ating mahal na Pangulo kasama ang ating First Lady. Gwapo ang Pangulo ng Pilipinas at maganda ang aming First Lady. Oh, 'di ba? Oh, see? Ganda yung damit at saka yung kulay. Ay, wow, social. Shout out sa inyo mga bes. Thank you for watching. Ayan. Tungayan natin guys ang yung kanyang speech no sa harapan ng mga leaders. Okay? See you again guys on my next upload video. Maraming salamat sa inyong watching. Ganda ng kulay nung ni Madam. Kulay ng kanyang damit. Simply but elegant, So yun guys, see you again. Bye 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 and babus. God bless Philippines.